Hey guys, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I am taking all of my TikTok videos and squishing them together in sections. So if you're not on TikTok but would like to enjoy what I put out for other people in messaging, they're short little clips, but they're all together. Please go check out this video so that you can see the messages that I give for others. If you are on TikTok, Ally, KAT211 is my handle. And it would be awesome if you can support me there. I unfortunately don't know what I'm doing with this channel or all my other social medias. I'm getting very burnt out financially. I'm not making anything, which is great, and that's fine, but things are hitting home really hard again. So any support would be fantastic. Don't worry if you can't, but getting that like, share, and subscribe out is the most important for me at this point in time. I want to thank all of my subscribers and all the people that watch me and gain some knowledge and wisdom from me. I am so happy to have you in my life. It is beyond measure how important all of you are to me. And I'm going to continue pushing forward with what upstairs missioned myself to do here on this planet, as I'm trying to redefine what abundance and what means of making it in this 3D world looks like. It's getting harder and harder. And I hit that rock bottom 2 years ago, and it's coming back at me again with me putting in effort every day. So I don't know where I need to change or what direction I need to fly into, but here's a new way of going about things: TikTok shorts and videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for your support and enjoy. Bye for now.
Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Catastrophe and unity. Let's talk about it. The last 2 days, we saw something devastating happen to a lot of states with different consequences: a hurricane, a dam failure, flooding, and a lot of people losing their lives, a lot of people in the thick of shit right now. Amish mindset is much needed right now. You want to know how the test is being given by source, creator, God, whatever you want to call it? Here it is, and here's how you can help. Unity. There's a lot of people being affected right now by the catastrophe that just took place. What are you doing to help others, being a service to others? And there's a lot of people who are not affected that can definitely help in many ways. Finding people that are close by. You might have family, you might have friends that haven't been affected but are close by that can help. You can offer up your house if someone is decimated and can make their way to you. You can send care packages, you can send extra clothes. Whatever it is that you have at your disposal is Amish mindset, if not just passing the word along. There's a chain of succession in order to help others, and you might be a link to a chain that you might not be able to directly help, but someone else might be that you know. So this is where unity consciousness is being tested, and how can we help the people that just been decimated by not just a dam, a hurricane, windbag, flooding. There are people being affected right now. And we know how the system works. Things don't just come raining out of the sky and manifesting for people to rebuild. This takes time. So come together with yourselves and with others and figure out ways in helping either individual people, a community of people, a state of people. What can you do? Because I know on my end, I have family that has been directly affected, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I can do to send them help and aid. Or, because I'm not financially stable to do any of this. But I can look through my house to see if I can send them clothing. I could see if there's people in and around that area that can help these people. So that's what I've been doing. What are you doing? My prayers, my light, and my energy are going to all of those who are affected. And please reach out if there is a way that anybody can help you. What is it that you need so that we can start looking for aid and assistance for you? There's a lot of people out there right now helping, and that's a beautiful thing. But for those of you not affected, how can you be a game changer in the test today? Because this is what we are being asked to do. Regardless of your gender, your race, your color, your this, your that, your identification. At this point, it doesn't matter. Because you're human beings, and that's what we do. We stand up and we fight for you. So hopefully this message reaches somebody that could use some help, or that knows somebody that is down there that can help. This is where us in Unity Consciousness need to start working. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the actual shoulder for people. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And instead of thinking everything has a purpose, it does. It serves a purpose. Think about how can you be the game changer. Stop going into all the directions of why something happened and actually be the game changer for the better. Bye for now, guys. Thank you for your support. See you soon. Blessings, everyone. This is Allison from Allykat211. How are you? I do a video series on my channel called The Hermit's Journey. And for a lot of us, we've been in hermitim as way showers, as empaths, light workers, what have you, human beings. And we were in a hermit period to do a lot of introspection, a lot of inflection, a lot of growing, a lot of soul growth, dark nights of the soul, and all that fun jazz. But now it's time to impart all of that wisdom back into society, into the collective, into coming back in with your light, your frequency, and your vibratory state. You are the lighthouse. Walking in and going, inserting yourself like Neo back in the Matrix is much needed right now. You got to get out of the cave. What good are you to cause change in your own dimensional space, in your own reality, if you're not doing anything about it? We have to remember we're bound by third dimensional laws where you need to actually put action into motion to have a cause and effect, to have change. That's not just changing your mindset, that's changing how you are going out into the world and speaking to people. We are the way showers. We have to model like a teacher to a little kid how we want them to behave, how we want them to think. Instead, as an adult, you're maturing that aspect of modeling and showing people the light that you are. They want to be the light. They want to be like you. So how can you show them how to be like you without being you? They are you, by the way. But this is what we need right now, is to getting out of the hermit mode and out into the world, wherever you are, in whatever capacity you could do it at, to model behavior, definitions of maturity without judgments on other people's perspectives, and coming in and just being your authentic self. Some people are going to like it and some people are not. That's on them. That's not on you. You've given your effort. But make sure you're going out each and every day to spread that light, to be the frequency, to be the game changer in your reality, in your world. And that's going to affect the community that you're in, and that's going to be a big service to others, because you are showing and modeling behavior, using your definitions differently, challenging people, their reality. And if at any cost, it just makes them think differently for even a minute, you did something good. It's about changing the game, but you can't be a game changer sitting on your couch and wishing it away. Here, in this reality, you have to actually go out and make a difference. How are you making your difference today? I have to do it threefold. I do it in the classroom, I do it out in public, and I do it online. How are you doing it? It could be one little way. But we need to be the game changers. So get out of hermit's journey. Your journey is almost up. Get out of that cave, the metaphorical cave. Come down into society and shed your wisdom and light. It's needed more than ever. And if we want things to shift, it's up to you to do it. And all of us. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for your support. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Your higher self and your ego. Your ego is a very important part of you in the 3D world, in your physical vehicle. It helps us survive this shit show. As we are ascending and moving up, a lot of us are going through what's called ego death. That doesn't mean your ego goes away. It means you're redefining your ego for it to be used on a higher level, which would be your higher self merging with your ego to become one. Does that make sense? When we are working in the world where we're shifting and redefining our lives, our ego is the one that kind of talks to us and's like, nah, maybe not. You're not worthy. I don't think you're capable of that. That aspect, of your ego is going bye-bye. Bye. Your higher formed ego, your higher self merging into this vehicle is going to redefine your ego. It's going to merge with it. It's going to work with you, not against you. When we move into this ego death, you're not self-actualizing the way you used to. You're not identifying yourself as used to or others as used to as the past in time space. You're moving it forward. Ego death is just you coming to the realization that it is no longer serving you in this world because you're doing the work inside yourself. Stop limiting yourself. You stop separating yourself from other selves and other things. You're coming in conjunction with the one infinite creator. Your ego doesn't have room for that. Because no, you're separate. You're in limitation. What are you talking about, honey? That aspect is going by. The new aspect of, yeah, we're in unity consciousness. We are merging into higher density and dimensional spaces. And we have to function with it. If we don't go through ego death, the higher self is going to have a harder battle to merge in with your ego. Because you still need it. You're still in 3D. In technical sense, you're in 4D. Doesn't matter. It's the in-between. Same with in-between. And it still has to function here. But as we are moving up and we're going through these ego deaths, we are reclaiming our higher selves. We are thinking and maturing our thinking and our definitions of the world at large. We're fine-tuning everything. And so are your thoughts. They're fine-tuning. You do the inner work, you're fine-tuning your own self, your sense of self. So look at the bigger picture. Look at ego as something that's a survival mechanism, but no longer is serving you here in this current state. You are maturing it and growing. And that is very much what's needed right now. So allow the merger to happen. Don't fight the merger. Encourage the merger. And this is a sticky situation for all of us in this current moment in time. As Buddy Dog is barking for his toy that's in my yard, I'm going to end it here, guys. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. How are you? This is Allison from Allykat Creations. Your worth. Let's discuss. Do you feel limitless or limited? We go about this third dimensional world without understanding how powerful we are. And although the modalities of what higher ended beings channeling through human beings are telling you that you are limitless, you're infinite, what belief system and program is stopping you from believing such things? Because we don't get our way all the time, or we get more choices that we don't prefer than over prefer. We have to understand, in a higher density form of life, things are instantaneous, and when we're here, they don't come all the time in the timing that we have linear continuum to. When we feel to our highest excitement, as Bashar would say, and be happy and have that frequency, changing your mindset, thinking limitless instead of limited, the boundaries of space-time open up to you and things start coming into your world. And once again, it isn't instantaneous. And I think the program that is running right now in the narrative of humanity, everybody is wanting instant gratification. I work in a school and kids want their iPads. Kids want this now. There's no patience. There's no waiting. It's pacifying. And we have all learned, even as adults, instant gratification. Let's swipe. Swipe, 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 without understanding what meaning some things can have for you and looking a little deeper. We're so used to instant gratification of life that we're not being patient for what is manifesting, and we kind of put a little shiv in the middle of that, because then we drop our frequency and vibration for it to manifest here. Let's not be little kids. Let's be patient and adults. Let's get that frequency. This takes time. Feeling limitless takes time, because we're in a world of limitation and separation. So remember, going out in life and just things are, messed up for a lot of people right now. Where are you at mentally? Are you limited or limitless? And I would say to all of you, let's think more on the limitless scale. And let's start thinking creatively and outside of the paradigms of 3D. And maybe perhaps things will start quickening up. As they already are, things are going quick. But it's up to us to feel limitless and to stop the limitations that are holding us back from the new world that is right at our doorsteps for humanity to experience. Many of us are already experiencing these high density frequencies, feelings, and that's great. But as a whole totality, I could tell you right now, I know people going through the thick of like craziness, and there's reasons for that on a soul contract level, but it's because they set limitations in unconsciously for themselves. And when you could push the barrier forward to saying you are limitless, this is where the world starts picking up pace for humanity's sake. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, like a passion, grace, shielding and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths, as it is super rainy outside. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for your support. And remember, be limitless. Be expansive. And tap into that infinite knowledge that is out there waiting for it to be grabbed. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. I've been listening to a lot of channeling today, and a very awesome theme that's been popping up, like blaring at me at least, but this is stuff I'm already aware of, but more and more it's popping out for your ears to hear. And this is a truth, maybe a perception of truth, that a lot of people still have yet to grasp, and one that's very difficult to absorb. Walk it, feel it, and emote it. It's the fact that this perpetual war of good and evil, this battle that we all perceive that is playing out in the movie theater right outside your front door every day, is an illusion. It's there to test you. It's there to help you see what you prefer over what you don't prefer. They're just experiences. They're lessons. They're choices. And the more we arise in our empowerment and our knowledge and move up the scale, the more of this stuff that you hear every day, the battles, the wars, the this, the that, the evil people versus the good people, it kind of fades away as Odin comes to say hi. It's fading away. That is something that is a little hard to grasp for a lot of people right now, is how difficult, hey baby, it is to just let that paradigm that you are so fixated and so stuck on move out of your perception. Because at the end of the day, God created all of it, the positive and the negative. It's playing out for your experience that you wrote, we all collectively wrote together. It's a tough truth. At the end of the day, each soul is going to judge itself when it ascends. And it's going to see what it learned, what it didn't learn, what it failed to learn, and how to best move forward. We have the unique opportunity in a human body to do a lot of that work now, not in spirit, now in human form, because we have feelings and emotions that aren't necessarily experienced in higher densities and dimensional spaces. What are you choosing to feed your energy? Are you taking the journey for your advancement, your enlightenment? Or are you fixated on good and evil, the duality of third density, and even in fourth? We're still living in duality. Are you allowing it to dominate your life, or are you taking control in the reins of your life to move forward, to spread your light? Or your darkness, depends what polarity you choose to be a part. Still of God. And that's a hard truth to swallow. As my cats are fighting. It's great. Be prepared to start moving away from the narratives, the programming of good and evil. See beyond it. See the lessons and experience. Detach emotionally from it. Because you're going to see a grander expansion of truth once you do. And you get to choose which side you want to be a part. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, because only there you're going to find your answers, and you're going to know what is best for you and the direction you're going to lead your life in. Be the lighthouse for others. Be the shoulder. Seed your truths. And thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Look beyond good and evil. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. I just finished a video on Lucifer, continued, from the Curtis books, The Message of Aquaria. I heart align with everything they had to say. And basically what they are saying is that now in our paradigm, we are uniting polarities together. Go figure. And a lot of the things that Dolores Cannon and some others have said are coming to fruition, especially Suzanne Lai, Reconstructing Reality. I've done a video on that, a few videos actually, that we're going to come into unity where wherever our mission and purposes are, we're going to find the like-minded people to congregate with and to make a school spiritually to aid other people who are on the fence. And a lot of us way showers are there. That there is a Luciferian school that brings in a lot of the masculine traits, but to equalize it with the feminine. We have to remember that terminology has been inverted. A lot of terminology has been inverted. 1984 is a real thing. And we have to stop with the bashing and shaming of others, because they're you, you are them. We're mirroring each other. We are one. One. So go check out my video. It's on YouTube, Allykat211. Their books are fantastic. They have free PDFs on their website. I'm a bookworm. Ha! Tongue-tied. Bookworm that loves to read. And these authors, these amazing people who wrote these books, they blow my mind. It's mind-blowing, the content that they have written about in the 1900s. And I think it ties back to where they were consciously back then, and where we are now is everything that they've been speaking about. And the same that goes with Dolores Cannon and so many others. They were trying to give us a message back then. And now we're having the ears to hear and the eyes to see that they weren't so far off. And maybe it's time that we give recognition to where it's due, and to follow their words and go in heart align with them. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, like a passion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the light, seize your truths, and my gratitude and thanks to everybody who has liked me. Thank you, and given me support. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? On my YouTube channel today, I just did a video on quantum AI and metaphysical ponderings. That's Allykat211 on YouTube. Go check me out. I read some articles today. Some interesting things I like to bring to the forefront. I'm an 80s baby, and a lot of technology back then was slowly, very, very slowly developed. And then in the early 2000s, things started to really pick up, and then now it's escalating because now we're in 4D and things are just, new paradigms are exploding, theories are all over the place, things are being debunked or put to trash. We don't no longer need certain things anymore. Things are being expanded, which is fantastic. The scary aspect to this fantastical shit in quantum work is the fact that if you look at SSP, if you look at what they claim to be technology that has been hidden from us, how outdated is that technology? If we're talking about med beds and things that clone and just, you know, this is for entertainment purposes only, just think about the perception of, would you put yourself into a machine that maybe might be 40 years, even though it wasn't shown to humanity or given to humanity, and now it's like what we would seem to be new, but it's not new technology. They still haven't figured out quantum states. They're still coming up with how to contain things in a quantum computer. They're still trying to get past decomposition and the excess particles that come from quantum states, how to dispose of them. They're still trying to figure out how to run things with it being room temperature so that all of us can have quantum computing in our homes. But we're not there yet, and we won't be there for a while. So let's think about when people really talk about quantum and the technology thereof, what are they really talking about? Outdated technology that seems new to us and is wrapped up in a Pandora's box because we don't know any better? Or we read articles like I do to show you that they still haven't figured a lot of stuff out yet. Between qubits and how to store things and how things run in what we want to deem as quantum computing. So they're still advancing, and yes, there are probably quantum computers out there, but how old is that technology and why is it being called quantum? So just put those things subjectively in your head to ponder about, because that's what I like to do. I like to think about outdated technology, new technology, but what is really being presented as new might not be new because it hasn't been given to us, so we would think it's new, but it's not really new. And in the terms of med beds, would we really want to put ourselves in old technology because we are now advancing that 3D vehicle that we have is now shifting to 4, and what would work in a 3D paradigm is not going to work in a 4D paradigm, nor a 5. So why would you put yourself in a machine to sort of what we would want to reconstruct our DNA to heal us, but we could do that ourselves. It's just doing and applying the work. We're so used to instant gratification and just popping us into a machine that we're done. We're new. No, we're new in a 3D form, but what about a 4D form? Just things to think about. I like to ponder and open up conversations for bigger, expansive thinking. So guys, check out my channel. Very important things on there in the physics world. I like to dabble in. So go check me out. Sending each and every one of you love like a passion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Thank you for being here, listening to me, and I'll hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Discernment. Let's tackle it. Bashar, although I really like Bashar and a lot of what Bashar has to say, there was a political instance that was put out, a channeling put out by him, that I don't agree with. And not to say that I'm on one side or the other. We are forever changing and shifting as a society, and why predictions are not necessarily predictable. Because there's a lot of potentialities and there's a lot of timelines we can all shift to, and it could be like that. That channeling was a little worrying for me because beings of a higher density don't have a say in how humanity thinks. And when you start putting that stuff out there, it's predictive programming like The Simpsons. You're giving permission for these beings to tap in, to make a decision. And that's what I believe that the entity of Bashar did. If we go back to the 1950s and look at the Grenada Treaty and look at the military Project Serpo and some other projects that were black op, we saw very similar things being, hi, if you don't sway this way, this is going to happen. And if you sway that way, this is going to happen. Are we repeating the past? Is just a big test? Because I believe it is. I don't side with anything besides my neutrality and seeing a bigger picture. And anybody who's channeling higher-ended beings that are having an agenda and steering an agenda, we really must take what resonates in our heart alignment and let the rest go. And I had to do that the other day. We don't know what's going to happen because we didn't write it as a society, as a humanity yet. And when you're putting stuff like that out there, predictions, they're just that. There doesn't mean it's going to happen or not. If you go back into the Constitution and the Articles of Confederation, that being should know then really what our founding documents have said about such persons, peoples, right, wrong, or indifferent. And do we really want open contact? Is humanity ready? Is the beings coming down for us? The Greys did a similar thing. And not to say that those are not our higher selves and we're not tied into those paradigms. We might be. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with it. But just be very weary about when you hear people give predictions, because they're trying to set your manifestation upon something that benefits a race or a delineation of alien structures. We're humans and we need to own that. I don't care where my soul comes from, a million different places and fractals all over the world, all over humanity. It's great. What is best for humanity? And we haven't concluded that yet. We both, and all of us, have not come into unity yet. And that's going to take a while. So go in your heart alignment. Don't buy everything that a channeler says when it comes to predictions. When they're giving you self-help and stuff, yeah, take that advice. It's pretty spot on. But discernment. Learn to use it. Learn to go in your heart space. And make sure that you're not putting all your apples in one row. We don't know what the end result is going to be until we write it together. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Inside the Other Side, Concetta Bertoli wrote this book, and she sounds just like me in so many ways. I'm going to read some stuff for you about soul contracts that we all need to have. If I can't get through to you, maybe someone else can. No judgment, no blame. Oftentimes, when we see someone in what could only be called heartbreaking circumstances, we assume that the person must have done something to deserve whatever their challenge may be. This is a common misconception about karma. We can never know another's true path or purpose. We can never make these assumptions and judgments based on outward appearances. An individual soul contract is between that soul and God. Not the only one that says this. Not every tough circumstance is the result of negative karma. Someone who appears unlucky may have willingly taken on a heavy burden in this lifetime for some higher purpose. A soul may also be on some accelerated path. On occasion, a soul may choose to challenge itself for the growth it will produce, hence why a lot of us suffer. Why would someone accept a physical limitation, an illness, an injury, a terrible loss, a broken or dysfunctional family? A soul who wants to try a greater level of difficulty is like an Olympic diver challenging herself to a harder dive to get a higher score. A dive worth 10 points instead of the easier one, that's worth 6. Nor can you look at a situation and blame God. Why would God let that person suffer? Why could he allow this group to be persecuted and hurt? These individuals may be learning lessons, becoming polished or purified in some way, all on a spiritual level, or willingly serving as examples, maybe to facilitate a lesson or an advancement for others. The thing we can do when we see someone struggling with their burden is show compassion and try to help with them. That furthers someone and puts a nice deposit in your karmic bank. Last of all, you can't judge or blame even yourself. Even as a psychic, there are things the other side keeps from me, knowing about my own life. I am here just like you, having a human journey. Some of our life lessons will seem obvious to us. Some we may never be aware of until we cross back to the other side. Even if we are able to recall bits and pieces of our past lives, we can't know it all. We can't know, for example, that we were some awful person who did so much harm. That's why we now have such a complicated and difficult life circumstance, as do millions and millions of people in the world at any given time. Ordinary souls take on extraordinary challenges in order to evolve spiritually, and when we go back, all the reasons are crystal clear. But not while we're here. We're not to judge. Only God can judge. And at the end of the day, when you do cross over, you're judging yourself, which you are a portion of God. Your soul contract. This book talks about soul contracts. That's just a little itty-bitty portion of the many things in that book. Medium books are fantastic. It helps you understand the other side. You may not be a medium, but it has a lot of juicy stuff for maybe you understanding a bigger component of this reality that we all live in. So guys, please learn about your soul contract for your personal self. Why are you here? Go deeper in those questions, because people still are lost. People are still going on different pathways, which is fine. That's what you wrote. But maybe, just maybe, you can get some insight and start bettering your life today by understanding what you wrote with God and your higher self and the purpose you hold here. So, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for your support. And I'm out. Bye for now.